Yep, I think that confirms it. I'm sexy as hell. Hey babes, if you've come here looking for financial advice, I will warn you, I'm currently wearing a pink collar that says princess. I am what real financial advisors would call a bad idea. Funnily enough, that's what parents call me when their children bring me to meet them. God, I am just sexy, aren't I? Do you know what? I was worried about this wig, but I am just... Ooh! I love me. All I'm saying is I would date me. So, the stock market. Do you know anything about it? Genuine question, I've got no idea. It's that thing rich people use to get richer, and sometimes they break it and we have recessions. Pretty cool deal, right? They get money, we get poverty. Epic win! Maybe if you simp to the billionaires on Twitter some more, they'll throw you a scrap, Oliver Twist. For most people, a stock is something you buy in a company. The company gets better, stock goes up, more money for you. Company gets bad, bad stock, no money for you. Ape strong together. But you can also do some other weird magic things, which make very little sense because I'm not some business nerd. Ooh, look at you with your higher education. Oh, you've got a salary job before you're 25. Wow, everyone's so impressed with you. You can bet for or against a stock, meaning if you bet against a stock and the stock goes down, you get money. Bet for the stock and you would lose money. Alright, that makes sense. It does just sound like gambling. I don't quite understand how anyone still believes that money is real, but okay, let's go with it. Major hedge funds, which are companies that hoard money like dragons, but are normally owned by people that look more like bridge trolls, invested billions into a bet or short that the company GameStop, which is one of those places you're like, really? That still exists? Would have its stock prices drop, which it would, because it's GameStop, and nobody buys games physically anymore, as you can tell by my translucent vampire skin. Oh! I should have pulled out. Because they had bet on what was around 100% of the stocks currently in circulation by GameStop, it put the hedge fund in a very poor position. Somehow. I don't know how. Again, I'm not a nerd. A bunch of Reddit nerds, though, figured this out and realised if you just bought a bunch of stock, the price would rise, and those hedge funds would have to pay money to GameStop, and therefore to the Reddit people's stocks, which would massively inflate the price, and boom, literal millionaires were born from this. Now you guys know who Robinhood is, right? You know, he's that guy who, you know, goes around, you know, shooting people with a bow and arrow. You know, classically, one of his, you know, famous, you know, sayings or stuff was, you know, don't let the poor people have access to the things rich people use to make money all the time. You know, that guy. And the sheriff of Nottingham, you know, gave him, you know, a medal and was like, thanks for protecting us against the poor people. Robinhood. Just doing my job. I actually don't know if Robinhood is a folktale outside of the UK. I assume Americans know about it because Robinhood is an app in America, but I don't know how actually much people know about Robinhood. If you don't know who Robinhood is, everything I just told you was true, and you should believe it. You should call your British friends right now and tell them the story of Robinhood, because they'll really love you. Anyway, there's an app called Robinhood. It's a trading app. Basically, it allows you to buy stocks and cryptocurrencies, I think. What was a really good app, because it allowed you to buy stocks without a transfer fee, which of course makes it easier for people to buy stocks who don't have as much money. One of the things they always championed was that it was a way for people to invest in stocks without having to invest thousands of pounds. They let ordinary people buy stocks. Now, pretty much everyone was buying GameStop stock from Robinhood. And for some inexplicable reason, Robinhood stopped allowing people to buy GameStop stocks. It allowed you to sell, but it didn't allow you to buy. There's even reports of Robinhood automatically selling people's stocks, which sounds very, very illegal and very, very market manipulative. Which It is. However, they also have a really, really long terms of service, which hidden away in there is a lot of things, which means they can get away with that. Now obviously this story is still developing, and it's weird because the American government has actively taken kind of a stance against Robinhood doing this. So something might actually happen with a lawsuit. We will have to wait and see. Now, why did Robinhood do this? Why would a trading app stop allowing people to trade? What difference does it make to them? It might be due to the fact that Robinhood, the app, is very, very closely linked to some hedge funds. Very, very closely linked to some hedge funds. And obviously, when a bunch of people on the internet, i.e. regular population people, start attacking hedge funds, they didn't like that. It's so funny. It's really funny. The whole thing is dumb. The whole thing is dumb. Hedge funds, by the way, lost billions. Actual billions. Which, for quite a while, there's been these Occupy Wall Street protests that happen outside Wall Street. Here's some pictures of people who work in Wall Street standing on top of the balcony, drinking champagne and laughing at the protesters. Isn't that so funny? Isn't that so cute? Guillotine. Guillotine. As a British person, I kind of have an unspoken agreement that I'll never promote anything French, but I will say this, the guillotine, what an invention. I mean, that is just so simple, industrialised revolution. Just all of them. All of them. You can tell from those pictures that they didn't really care about the protests. Money makes the world go around. A very popular phrase, and actually based on a true story called reality. This attack, or as it's known by Wall Street people who do this kind of stuff all the time, a completely legitimate business move by a bunch of people on Reddit, did more damage to hedge funds than any protest has ever done. For the first time, hedge funds are genuinely being scared by regular people, because rather than fighting them on a ground which is just naturally unfair for the people, they're actually attacking them on their terms. Now, I have no doubt that a lot of the people on Wall Street Bet didn't care that they were attacking hedge funds, and this wasn't some socialist move. The people on r/Wall Street Bets are capitalist through and through. And that's fine, I'm not a huge socialist. I agree with a lot of socialist policies, but I'm not like red flag kind of socialist, But this was pretty fun to watch. Now, of course, these hedge funds were bailed out immediately, within the first day. They were given billions of dollars back, because that's how it always works. If they whine enough, people will give them their money back. Which is stupid, they shouldn't have got their money back. But of course it was going to happen. The thing is, now Reddit knows it can do this, and all Reddit has to do is watch for the next opportunity, and then do it again. And they'll get bailed out again. But then they'll do it another time, and suddenly those billions of dollars are going to start adding up. So it might take a couple of days to bail them out. Fourth or fifth time, well, who knows? As soon as that starts happening, ooh. But for now, if you can't beat them, join them. So I've actually decided to invest in Dogecoin, and I've currently lost £10. So that's good. Oh, it's going back up. This is actually so exciting. I understand gambling now. That's a point I wanted to make though. A lot of people are going to be inspired by the recent events to maybe get into stock trading and currency exchange, which is totally fine. Teaching people about the system of money, how money is taken from them but also can be given back to them, is very, very important. Which is why easy access apps like Robinhood is really good. But it is gambling. You should never put money into these that you know you can't lose. Those big billion-dollar hedge funds can afford to lose billions. You probably can't. Put a little bit of money away, really only invest, try not to do like the betting stuff because you can lose a lot. I put £44 into Dogecoin. I bought it at a stupid time, unfortunately, so I'm probably not going to make that money back. But I'm probably going to get something like £30 back out of it. I'll probably lose about £10 if it doesn't get much higher than this. And I'm fine with that. I'm just having a little bit of fun joining on it, I'm willing to lose that money. It is still gambling. It's gambling with a suit and tie on, which I suppose is just poker. So, I don't know, it's posh. It's professional. No, that's just poker again. It's just rich people gambling, which again is poker. Classy gambling? That's poker. The point of this video is, gamble safe and screw rich people, the revolution will come. The revolution needs to happen. You know, you should arm yourselves, plan, take over the country, give me the throne. I don't care if I'm just a monarch in name, I'll take it. Thanks, babes.